Damn, I'm lazy. Okay. Anyways, it's time for another audio. I guess it's not really been that long, but I figured I better get as many in before that new patch thing comes out and totally fucks over all the replays. And my strategies, of course. Although I don't really have much anymore. But oh well. So this time, I'm not doing my own game. I'll get back to that next audio unless the patch ruins it again. If the beta's out for the patch, then I still probably will do it. It's gonna be a random team game on my new account. But yeah, anyways, back to this replay and audio. So yeah, get that to the 45-second mark, 1x speed. Okay, so anyway, this is a game on Twisted Meadows. 2v2, it's a human night elf mirror match. Obviously the people in my clan are it's magic. Who by the time this is released probably have a blood mage icon. And the machine who just got his keeper icon and lives in Australia and needs a better ping desperately. And the opponents, I don't know who the hell they are. I've never played them. Maybe they're good. I honestly don't know. I haven't checked their profiles out yet. Okay, I finally got back to the 45-second mark and to go over. So 3, 2, 1, on pause. So Twisted Meadows, like I said, I like to go priestess on this map because I can abuse mercs. So I'll always have units just flowing in, but that's not going to happen this game. Oh yeah, I didn't bother putting music in the background. I'm just going to play the gaming FM radio station, and you'll probably hear that in the background. I listen to that a lot. It's pretty cool. Check them out. Even though they're affiliated with the other site I can't mention, but it's a rat's ass. So you can see this game, they're going to go keeper first with an archmage first. I think both sides do this, I think. No, actually they go warden first. But she gets pretty owned, so that's no biggie. At least I think she did. It's a long replay. And they actually creep dragons in this game, that's amazing. I haven't seen that in a while either. So you can see obviously the machine's going with the hunters and the ancient war, so they'll be on hunters of course. It's pretty much pure mirror start in the start. Actually, no, screw this. We're gonna go 210 speed. So in 3 seconds, go to 2 speed because the beginning really sucks. So 3, 2, 1, 2 speed. So you can see your basic build orders going up. Yeah, they're making arcane towers. I don't think that's the greatest spot for it. It's okay though. They do a really nice space up, I suppose, with having the barracks and the farms like it is, and it's magic space, so they actually have to run around to harass. Yeah, it's like a big, huge, curve, and you hit that tower. Okay. It's pretty good, I guess. So like I said, this is a lot of creeping crap at the start. Eventually we get the Zeppelin harass going on, but that's a while away. Hence the 2 speed. Both Night Elf go Archer, or Hunts. That's basically what your every Night Elf start is, unless you have an orc, maybe they'll go hunts or archers, or just different situations, I guess. I like archers a lot more than hunts, but sometimes I'll just go them anyways on my new account. So yeah, nice job by the human there. They're using the good old militia to creep. I really wish they would not go so far and be able to creep so well, but oh well. I really hate them. And they're actually gonna buff them next patch? That's ridiculous. Maybe I'm just a militia hater. So yeah, nice team creeping going on and such. Yada yada yada. Yeah, this is really exciting. Okay, finally, the Zeppelin gets picked up. They're gonna hire some merc to heal and a little berserker who has crazy amounts of damage. And the Night Elf's gonna go harass, or is he gonna do something else? He's trying to decide. No, he's gonna go harass. Yeah. So the human base set's really gonna screw him over because he left a huge ass hole where the peasants are chopping wood. And honestly, the tower is so out front that it can't do shit. So at this point, they're just gonna harass, and they can do whatever the hell they want. So it's either TP and save your base, or just run them away to get back. And since they're right next to their base, they'll just run back. Obviously, it's Magic's pretty pissed about that. He probably has to make a tower now, which he will do, because you don't want that happening again. And etc. Yeah. So now the Zeppelin realizes the tower going up, he'll screw this. Nice job by it's Magic. He didn't even bother finishing the tower. realized that he's probably not going to come back, so, you know, sort of faked him into thinking he was going to make a tower. So, yeah, nice move. Maybe he finishes later and I never noticed. So, anyway, the other Night Elf's going to go, he's going to go harass the other Night Elf, goes out to the mine first. Machine was thinking that this would happen, so he had 2 archers waiting for him. So that was pretty good thinking. And nothing really bad happened. So hopefully it picks up soon. We'll go back to 1 speed eventually. Although I'd rather wait since this is like 52 minutes long or something. Very nice job for the human there. Gets the Tome of Experience and the Belt of Shining Strength. So the Mountain King, yeah, he's just crazy already. And they're gonna trade resources a lot in this game. The human always doesn't have enough wood for some reason. Actually, he did finish that tower. Damn. He shouldn't have. Oh well. And the Night Elf always seems to have a ton of wood. Some do, some don't. It just depends how much they use their list to detonate and how many they make at the start. And obviously, Machine makes a lot. Whenever I'm Night Elf, I usually tend to have a lot too. Since I just like that, I always have partners that always end up being low on it, so I always just make extra anyways. Maybe that's an undead thing. I don't know. So our first battle is going up. We'll go back to 1 speed now, I suppose. So in 3, 2, 1, 1 speed. So you can see right now that there's just a lot of shit going on. It's kind of hard to catch. You can see the Warden's getting focused on right away. They tend to focus on her like constantly because she can be a really big bitch later on, and she goes down right away to entangle and focus fire. So it's always a good thing to get rid of a Warden. The high level Warden's really just a huge pain in the ass, and especially in teams with their little avatar inventions has a crap load of spirits come out. Although I guess you could say you can take it down faster. I don't know, I tend to never focus on it, I really should. But I don't really see too many Wardens since, you know, I'm an AT whore, and RT whore, etc. You don't really see too many Wardens first. So yeah, anywho, the battle goes on. Pretty much all the human units are gone. There's a few riflemen left. All the footies have been cleared away finally. And the green and blue team are going to have to run away, even though they probably could stay, but the tree ants are really doing pretty nice. They're afraid of them for some reason. The human looks like he's fine though. And look at that Mountain King, he's humping that tree ant big time. Not anymore. They decided to hit back or something. So yeah, really I don't know. Maybe they're just afraid of militia getting summoned and then they get totally screwed over from that for running, but I really think they could have probably stayed and killed a few more units. It didn't really look like they were too weak. Maybe they're just sort of psyched out because of the Warden dying early on. But yeah, you can see Machine goes Panda second. We'll actually see him get to level 6 this game, which is, you know, really rare. It's almost more rare than seeing Doom. But yeah, I saw Doom a few replays ago. I can't remember who was in it. It's in the top replays somewhere, probably page 2 now. So you might want to check that out. There's like 2 Dooms that went off in it. Anywho, we're back to creeping again. So actually I think I'll go back to 2 speed again. So in 3, 2, 1, 2 speed. Yeah, I just want to get through this as quickly as possible. So you can see again we're back to creeping. Potions of greater healing. That Mountain King's for its magic is stacked to hell. So he's not gonna die for a while. Actually he does die. He's the only human hero that dies this game, I believe. Which is, you know, kind of not expected. But anywho, that's later on. So pretty much the majority of the creeps are gone this time. Just the corners are left and like a few little knolls here and there. And that one expansion. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Magic and Machine could see that their opponents were at the Merc camp. Not exactly sure. I have the fog war off, so I couldn't tell you. I'm pretty sure you can see through those trees though. I know you can stick a Wisp on their side and access the mercenary camp. But yeah, okay, back to 1 speed. 3, 2, 1, 1 speed. Hopefully that wasn't too fast. I'll do a time check later on. So anywho, the battle starts. The Panda hasn't used his Drunken Haze yet. He's gonna get nuked by a Night Elf. So yeah, that's kind of nasty. There you go, he uses it. It's a pretty decent AoE, but it didn't get too many units. He got like 5 units, 6 units. Still though, every little bit helps. And he died right away. So the battling continues. You can see a lot of ranged units, so the Huntresses are going to fly quickly. Green team obviously goes to Mountain Giants next now. So you can see a lot of ranged units, so the Huntresses are going to fly quickly. Green team obviously goes to Mountain Giants next now. So you can see a lot of ranged units, so the Huntresses are going to fly quickly. Green team obviously goes to Mountain Giants next now. just because those are really great counters with the hardened skin against mass range, which is all they were seeing at the moment. So right now you can see the riflemen and the archers are getting absolutely reamed, so they're gonna run back. And a really nice job by Sucks right there. He ran his mountain giant ahead, then taunts. This is why you want to be a little spammer and constantly tell your units to go back to your base, so shit like that doesn't happen. I know I do that. Whenever I'm running, whenever I want to run 2, I just constantly click it over and over. I know you can call me a spammer for that, but that would have avoided that situation. They would have had those 3 archers left. So yeah, you see right now Machine and its Magic are pretty much screwed, as they don't have crap for an army. But they did kill that warden somewhere in there, so that's all good. You can see now that the keeper is actually higher level than the warden was, I think. I know the warden gets beat up pretty badly. Anywho, both the humans are expanding now. One of them's actually already done that, and although it Magic doesn't decide to do the fast expo thing, that's just personal preference he has. I really think he should always do it, but whatever. So the battle begins. You can see the keeper from Machine is going to be constantly making treants. Obviously he went that over in Tingle first, but you know he's level 4 now, it doesn't matter. But yeah, he liked to use those a lot, and those definitely save them early on. That one extra treant can always be a huge help. You can also see the panda's back now. There's a pretty decent line of riflemen right there. So you always want to just go for the center of the biggest group you see with the panda. And yeah, so he did that, and they're missing a lot now. So it's a lot of running back and forth. You can see that both armies have a lot of summons inside of them. And militia are called to fight everything out. Since he has an expansion that's up right now, he can afford to send all his militia out. Obviously, since there's pretty much nothing but range, the militia should do okay. Although they're getting eaten alive right now thanks to slow and just generally not being able to do shit to the riflemen and archers. And the 3 water elementals aren't really helping. Or 2, I guess. I really should put on LA colors, but it confuses me sometimes. So you can now see Machine has his own giant out there, and he killed off the opposing team's giant. Basically now they know that they're having a upper hand. A giant basically means you're winning if the other side doesn't have one. Because if they stay in here, they're going to be totally screwed. Master of Sykes has to use his mass teleport. They should have tried to entangle. Maybe there was no cooldown, but they definitely could have. Because obviously entangle cancels mass teleport, and then the keeper is just dead meat. He's not going to run away then. There's too many there surrounding him. But anywho, Machine decides to chase him down. Hopefully, he's hoping that the human was still in his base. He wants to kill the Archmage badly. He had his chance to, but anywho. So he's going to continue to chase. He should be running right now when he sees the Mountain King pop out, but he doesn't quite yet. So the panda's going to get stunned, but he's going to do a really nice move and send it back with the Staff of Sanctuary. So now it's stuck in its own Night Elf base for a really long time, healing at 15 health a second or something. Yeah, and he's stunned until he does that. He really should have just picked up the Night Elf staff that once, in my opinion, infinitely better, especially with Mountain Giants. One of my favorite 4v4 strats is just mass Mountain Giants with 2 staffs of Sanctuary, or staffs, or whatever the hell you call them for the Night Elf. You're basically never gonna die. And since I'm lazy, I'll just have the Wellspring Moonwells left in my base, and I'll leave them on autocast for the Mountain Giants. When they come back, they'll just run back to the battle, and they'll run through the wells while they do that and get healed. That could be a bad move, but I'm just lazy, and I find it works really well because they'll just come back fully healed. I can also do that for my heroes too. And with the Wellspring, you're gonna have plenty of moon juice to go around. So yeah, you can see right now both units have pretty much a full expansion up. You can see actually, its Magic kind of got screwed in that battle. I think he lost almost all his peasants. Or is that a different battle? I can't remember. There's too many of those. So a little bit more creeping goes on. I don't think I want to go. I think I'll actually go to 2 speed. I think they creep more. So we'll go back to 2-speed yet again in 3, 2, 1, 2-speed. So yeah, you can see basically a machine's gonna stick with mountain giants and archers, and then like a dryad or two. Dryads basically are there to dispel water elementals and tree ants from the other side. And obviously the mountain giants just sit there and soak up damage and just screw over focus fire. He'll be making a lot more of those, I think. And the human just sticks with basic rifle caster, and my phone's ringing, but I don't care. That can get really annoying. Oh well, maybe I can edit that out somehow. Probably not. So yeah, a blood mage is at third. He'll be going flame strike and probably mana siphon. It doesn't matter. And that's gonna sound really bad in the audio, isn't it? Hopefully it's something important. But yeah, you don't really see it as a third hero, but since they know they have like a lot of archers and riflemen and such, it's still good. And he'll get that pretty. If he gets the blood mage level 6 in this audio. There we go. It stopped. It's probably one of those stupid, annoying polls or something for the presidential election. If not, I'm sure I'll find out about tomorrow. Okay, back to 1-speed. So in 3, 2, 1, 1-speed. And by the way, I'm at the 21-minute 56-second mark. So here we go. The battle starts. You can see the blood mage. He's just gonna be flame striking the hell out. Nice little bit of areas. You can see there's a huge area with a human. He is pretty much getting put into a little small area thanks to the taunts from the mountain giants. And Machine didn't want to lose his keeper this early on, so he gets the hell out. Tells his ally, I gotta go. But he did that a bit late. You should really just attempt to do this right away. It's like much easier to do that in like a ventrilo or something, or a TeamSpeak, but they didn't have that option. I think one of them does have a mic or something. But it's always best to use that. You can get communication across a lot quicker and easier. So anywho, the knife runs back. He should have maybe tried to TP back to the healing base, but decides to use the Mumos at his own base. Actually used the Staff of Sanctuary and the Panda to heal him up. So he was really quite lucky that they didn't attack, because the Panda can make a huge difference always. Crap. I shouldn't have gone to 2-speed that one time. Okay, I think this is the last time I'll do 2-speed, I swear. So we're going to go back to 2-speed. So 3, 2, 1, 2-speed. So now, at this point, it's like the mass expo time, because the main mines are running out pretty soon. You can see they're actually probably out for everyone now. Yeah. And you can see the Night Elf doesn't have any sort of expansion. I honestly don't know what the hell the blue and green team were thinking. They should have pushed their advantage right now. They had a bigger army, or an equal-sized army. Or they could at least scout it for expos, but there's only one they could take down at the moment. If they would have taken that down, that would have been such a huge hit, and they probably would have won in the game. But basically, they're giving time for Machine and it's Magic to expand at the corner islands, which is rare. If you think about it, it's a really nice spot because nobody checks there. And if they did check there, you could always just have towers on the edges or something. And maybe shoot down the Zeppelin. It's just really easy to defend them, in my opinion. Because it's really hard to send over a full army. Since Zeppelins can only carry 8 units at a time, you know, so they have a lot of units, but you know, they have mass teleports, so I guess it wouldn't have been too hard to go over there. But you know, they never even scout those, I believe. I can't remember. They just kind of assume that they didn't use those, since you know, it's a pretty safe assumption. So anywho, they're gonna go keep the dragons. Actually, both players on this team will try to expand at the corner islands. It really isn't that difficult to creep these dragons. You can do it. You can see that right now. You only need like 6 archers and your heroes. He sends over a few fairy dragons to help out. Fairy dragons actually do okay damage, I think. What is it? Average? And let's see what the archers have. Well, average attack speed, so whatever. It's okay, I suppose, for a flying unit. That's mainly for anti-caster and such. So the dragons get crapped. It's actually a bit difficult, but with water elementals they really aren't too hard. You can see they do like 41 to 41 piercing damage. You can see they put the water elemental out there first, and the dragon just goes and devours it. And they pick up a crappy red drake egg. That really is quite the dumb item. While the other side gets a scroll of restoration, which is a really nice item. So at this point you can see that the one human expansion goes down. There's not too much they can do about it. If they TP in, they're pretty much screwed because they'll be going right into their blue and green army. Although they would have sort of a slight advantage with the giants being stuck in the back. But if they did taunt and were in range, it could be a bit of trouble, I don't know. So yeah, basically massive amounts of units. Okay, back to 1 speed. 3, 2, 1, 1 speed. So I swear that's the last time I do it. Yeah, maybe not. So here we go, we have our first battle. Barely nice. They're trying to use invisibility to save units, but it didn't work. You can see right there, it goes invisible, but just dies. You can see they also have a Mountain King that's invisible, so you can just pop up out of nowhere and just screw your units over. Especially if you use it with Thunderclap to get in like a nice position. You can see probably right between the Archmage and the Keeper a moment ago would have been super nice. But they chose not to do that, which was kind of a mistake. So the fighting continues. Tranquility is going off, and they're not doing anything to stop it, which is quite dumb. They could have just used the Mountain King and got rid of that, but they chose not to. So yeah, obviously a big mistake right there. You can see Blue loses his Mountain King to a Stormbolt, and pretty much Machine and his ally have won it to an extent, although they are quite at a bad unit advantage. But they'll try and work their ways through that. So you can see, actually, never mind, it's kind of even, I suppose. And they're sort of forcing their opponents to run at the moment. So, yeah, you can see pretty much still this mass rifleman with a few spell breakers now. Really nice Flame Strike. Flame Strike and Thunderclap are really great against riflemen, because they're slowed and have to stay inside the Flame Strike. It'd be really nice to have Flame Strike in, like, War Stomp. Or if the Goblin Tinker comes out. He has like a little stun spell. Maybe it would be nice with that. I'd have to see that in action. I really hope that's a good hero. That'd be a really nasty combo I'm gonna try out in the future. It's like a Crypt Lord and a Goblin Tinker, and I do Impale the Goblin Tinker's little stun spell. I think it'd be really effective, maybe. But I'll have to see. Hopefully the beta comes out soon. If I had to guess, it'd be this Friday, but I'm just always really off these guess things, so I'm not actually putting my hopes anywhere high or anything. So you can see the battle's over. Machine and it's Magic won. So now at this point they're gonna get rid of expansions and they meet the good old creeps. They really need to move those creeps back or something, because those specific set of creeps piss the hell out of me. They're always hitting my units because they're just out there. You can't really go out of the middle and not hit them. But yeah. So obviously they have a huge unit advantage. They'll just go take out expansions, and yeah, I lied. Back to 2 speed. 3, 2, 1, 2 speed. I should almost do 3 speed, but whatever. So now they'll begin taking down one of the 3 expansions. You can see they finally managed to get expansions up themselves, or actually they're still building them. So for a while there, they weren't making any mining any gold, which gives blue and green an opportunity to rebuild their forces up, because I don't think Machine and it's Magic realized they had quite a big unit advantage at that point in time. But it's always good to just take out the expansions instead of attacking your opponent and find out they had 3 expansions and take out their army, so you're kind of screwed. So they continue to hunt down those expansions. They'll take down the second of 3 now. There's a tower there, but those won't be too big of a deal. I don't know why Blue and Orange decided not to defend. I think they really should have tried to save that expansion. They had the units, I think. Yeah, 3 Mountain Giants, Breakers, Riflemen. They had definitely enough units to break that small army that it's Magic and Machine had at that time. So it's another mistake by them. They make a lot of those this game. So you can see they're both it's Magic and Machine will be scouting with their Zeppelins constantly. So since they obviously have no real use for them anymore, you can always put them in battle and just save heroes at the last second, but There's so many units right now that it's really too risky. You could end up putting your hero inside the Zeppelin, and then just have the range units focus on the Zeppelin, then your hero's sitting there stunned to death, and then they can just focus him and kill him easily, or force you to just teleport out of there. So yeah, it's okay to just leave them there to scout, I suppose. So not much gonna happen right now. Everyone's just still just regrouping and building units. You can see now Machine and Its Magic are pretty much caught up in unit count. They don't have quite the amount of mountain giants the other side does, but that's okay. They do have the higher heroes by far. Let's check out that ward. Where the hell is she at? She's still level 3. She's been out for what, 36 minutes, and she's still level 3. That's pretty sad. You can see actually they rebuilt that expansion at the bottom. They had to use like 10 peasants. So yeah, here we go, back to 1 speed. 3, 2, 1, 1 speed. Hope that wasn't too fast. I'm at the 37-minute, 15-second mark. You can see that it was a pretty nice TP. They TP right onto the army with the mountain giants, and they can just taunt away. So that forces orange and purple to get the hell out of there. I guess the Blood Mage does die. Oh well. Yeah, again, bad TP for Machine, or actually it doesn't matter. He didn't really seem to get too hurt in that battle, so TPing to his own base didn't matter. You could always just heal up a little bit at the Moonwells, but it looked like he's pretty full health. Yeah, I can see he's full health. So he's gonna have to run back quickly. Again, the blue and orange team, or the blue and green team, really should have attacked right away, but they looked like they were pretty healthy, so they should have attacked. If they would have done that, that would have been a huge help, because you can see the armies are separated for a brief amount of time. They could have done some damage to the human, or just take a few buildings down, or something like that. And you can see they're not even going to bother attacking the human, which I guess is an okay move, because they're probably thinking that the orange and purple are just sitting inside the human base waiting for them to attack, so it's pretty good thinking instead to just go up. But since there was a sentry ward placed out there, they knew that they were going up to the north to the night off base, so it did not pay off at all. And now they can see that there's a mountain giant there. For sure that they're the north. They're going to check for an expansion first. That's always a good idea. Its Magic thinks that they probably would do that. Tries to run its peasants back behind the mine to protect him, but they still kill him regardless. So, let's see. I am at 1 speed? Yeah? Okay. Hopefully you are. Its Magic's trying to play a little bit of a mind game, making it look like they don't have expansions. So yeah, maybe they'll get a little bit overconfident and not scout the corners, and generally do bad moves, which is sort of true. They sort of recklessly go in there, and right now they're deciding whether to TP in or not. Obviously, the mountain giants are actually sort of out front, and actually they're at the back now. So TP would have been nice, but it wasn't needed. For some reason, Machine adds in a priest as third. It's not going to work. And you can see right now that Machine and Its Magic will be running in from behind. The mountain giants are now sort of out front, and actually they moved their rifling out front, so that's going to hurt. So they quickly try and correct themselves, but it's too hard to do. They're going to repay the price for that one. They actually had to use a pot of invulnerability. They tried to mass teleport out. Doesn't work. They get the entangle off this time. Goodbye, Archmage. He did have a regular old TP. You should have used that. He chose not to. Maybe they thought they could actually win this battle, but they're just vastly outnumbered right now without the human being in there, basically, because he left this rifleman out front. He lost most of them. And you can see they tried to use Tranquility to their helping or something, but it didn't work out too well. I think he got bolted, maybe? No, doesn't look like it. Maybe he just ran out. I don't remember. Can't tell. So yeah, the fighting's going on. It pretty much looks like this game has been sealed, set, and delivered, because you know they've pretty much lost everything on their side, and they only have only 2 expansions left, and obviously those will be taken down right away, since they'll just target those right after they just finish off both the armies. And pretty much the armies are done now. It's just a keeper left behind. He'll get killed off easily. So yep, there he goes. He's dead. You can see pretty much everything that the opponents had is gone. So yeah, it's GG. I think the rest of the time he's just hunting down buildings. The other team was pretty pissed about losing. They probably should have won this game, but they just simply made too many mistakes. So I don't know. They're gonna be a bit BM and just hide stuff everywhere. So anywho, with them doing that, I guess we can just go to 4-speed actually. That'll be fun. I don't think it's ever been done in the commentary, 4-speed. But we'll do it here. So in 3 seconds we'll go to 4-speed. 3, 2, 1, 4-speed. Oops, I went to 5-speed for a second. It doesn't really matter if you're a second behind. So basically right now they're just going to hunt down the rest of the Expos and take those out. They're just sort of fooling around at this point. They know it's over. The island expansions definitely won this for them because, you know, without them, if they would have tried to build regular expansions elsewhere, it would have not stood. You can obviously see that the other team had a huge unit advantage over them for quite a long time, but they never really pressed their advantage. So now they're just going to slowly take them away. You can see the Panda's using his little Storm, Earth, and Fire ultimate, which is okay. It always has the benefit of having normal damage on a few of those units, so it's quite nice to have that. You can actually beat range units a lot faster than you normally could. You see the Phoenix is out there. One of the things I think they should do in the next patch is possibly get like the Blade Master and a few other melee heroes back to their normal damage. Like, you know, some of the really weak heroes that I never used could really use it. I know, especially the Blade Master. I remember back in the ROC days, he was really good because if you're like up against a Night Elf that went archers, you could tear those up with normal damage. But now his hero isn't, you know, no one ever uses him anymore except for the occasional boots of speed abuse, which will be gone next patch. So you definitely won't be seeing too many Blade Masters anymore, since pretty much his last advantage has been taken away. So anywho, that's just my thoughts. Maybe it'll make him overpowered, I don't know. Anything that makes the Farseer go away I'm happy with. So yeah, they're still trying to hide stuff. Game's gonna end here in a moment. You can see the Mountain King's just gonna go own that peasant up with a Storm Bolt. That was pretty funny. You can see the little peasant there with the whatever you call it, Zeppelin. And there we go, the farm's gone. They still have a tree hidden in the back of the base. It'll say revealing those 2 dudes. And since you can't really see it since it's operated on the mini-map. So yeah, they actually attacked it, but they didn't actually realize they were attacking it, I think. Yeah. So yeah, they're trying to do the infamous ninja tree strat that our staff invented. I'm pretty sure we're doing a strategy article on that, so you'll see that in the future. It's quite an interesting strategy. It requires pretty much no skill, and you can get wins off it. But yeah, that's in the future. So yeah, hope you enjoyed that. Next commentary is 2v2 RT, where I try to show off how the hell you win when your partner leaves for dinner like 8 minutes into the game, and you're playing a level 22 dude with like 8 losses. So anywho, there I have it. I'll see you in like, probably like 3 or 4 days. And long live the Goblin Tinker.